Dropping the steel block first on the floors that met code deflection yielded a very different result. So I reduced the number of planks which didn't meet deflection criteria, and still the block decelerated and eventually stopped.
5 sheets of glass were broken in that test.
The only thing that I've found that is even similar to what we're doing are people who are trying to disprove 9/11 being a terrorist attack. I have literally found probably 10 websites using an example of dropping a bowling ball through panes of glass to explain why the Twin Towers is a conspiracy.
Plastic pizza cover supports as my columns. Dropping about 15% of the floor system on the lower structure always demonstrated a deceleration. I even removed the upper plastic supports to make the falling floors denser. I wanted to make the weakest walls possible, even if it didn't meet deflection codes, so I used paper and matchsticks for my walls. Raising the upper floors and dropping them on the lower floors, I didn't get the results I was looking for. Instead of accelerating down like Tower 1, the upper floors decelerated, even on the weakest of supports. But since the towers were burning, I set my model on fire in the hope of replicating the motions observed with them. Unlike steel, my paper walls burned until they could no longer support the dead loads, and then began to accelerate, but soon that downward motion was arrested and then stopped, until the fire weakened the next paper wall. This continued for quite some time, but never did I witness the acceleration and total destruction of the entire system like we did on September 11th.
Wow! And that is this week's Nerd War. That 12-pound nerd ball fell from a height of 14 feet and broke 4 sheets of 1/4 of an inch thick glass spaced 3 inches apart.